we've saved all of this money and we're ready, things aren't really going to plan, and I just felt like I failed. So that's why things have been a little bit quiet. Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to my channel and to, I don't really know what I'm gonna call this video, so future Luke will know. But it's kind of just gonna be a bit of a life update, a bit of a just checking in with you guys, just kind of just having a bit of a chat. If you're not really in the mood for that kind of thing, things are gonna get, you know, we're gonna go a little bit deep. Not emotionally deep, but we're gonna clarify a few things and we're gonna go on a bit of a journey. So if that's what you're in the mood for, you may have had a couple of questions about what's been going on, that kind of thing, and then stay tuned. I try and keep my videos as positive as possible, but sometimes things in life are set out to, you know, challenge us, and really that's what this video is going to be about. So yeah, if you're kind of in the mood for more of like a vlog style, there's plenty on my channel, but this one's just going to be this is just going to be me sitting and having a catch up with you guys. How is everyone? Let me know in the comments how you're doing. I know things are getting brighter in England. It's just really lifting my mood. Yeah, let me know how you guys are doing. I love that we've built this support network, and I read every single one of your comments and they just mean so much to me. I think that's why I kind of wanted to make this video, because it's just, as lovely as it is talking to friends and family, this is such a huge part of my life, and you guys are such a massive part of everything I do online, and without you guys I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. So I feel like it's important just to, you know, be honest about what's kind of going on. It's nothing bad, it's nothing drastic, it's just not what we saw coming. Maybe that's what I'll title this video. We didn't see this coming. So if you've been subscribed to this channel for, you know, a while, I made a video back in the pandemic in 2020 saying that me and Zara, I mean, a lot of you might be sick of us talking about this. I feel like we've had this carrot dangled in front of us. We were trying to get on the property ladder, and we were starting our savings journey 2 years ago. Now, my mum knows me so well, and a lot of people who are close to me know me very well. I'm quite a driven person, and so is Zara. And when we set our mind to something, we really, really want it, and we give it our all. And we've been saving for 2 years. Zara's set her own individual goal in relation to her salary, and I've set my goal in relation to my salary, and we have saved a housing deposit, which is just phenomenal. This is why I was within two minds to film this video, because I know, especially now with how ludicrous the economy is, I don't know what it's like around the world, but in the UK, in England, everything is just so expensive at the moment. And to be able to rent in London, to have also kept our jobs throughout the pandemic, and to have saved a housing deposit is such a fortunate, lucky and incredible position to be in. At 24 years old, means Zara 24. Saying it out loud, I am so proud of how far we've come, and I know we've had to make some sacrifices. You know, there's been a lot along the way. Zara's been essentially doing 3 jobs at one point, and I had severe burnout last year just of the sheer amount that I took on. And it all felt like it was worth it, because at the start of this year, we were dead set. I mean, like, this is our year. We are gonna do it. It's 2022. I'm so excited. And we'd said by March, the start of April, we would get a mortgage in principle. Recently spoken to a financial advisor, and he has told us the amount of a property that we can buy, which we were so blown away by. We didn't in a million years think that we'd be ever able to afford what the financial advisor had said was your maximum lending amount. Obviously, you don't have to lend that amount of money. So we just kind of sat, and you'll have seen in the vlogs recently, I went to Oxford, we went to Guildford, we've had a look around different parts of areas of London. Bath was on our radar at one point, but a lot can change in 2 years, and so many people have said that to us, and it really has. Zara's changed jobs and she's doing fantastically, but her job really needs her in London more than her previous one did. And we've come to a realization, and we've spoken to so many people, I've watched so many videos, I've read so many blog posts, spoken to friends, family, and everyone is kind of saying now really isn't a good time to buy. And I'm not gonna lie, if you've kind of noticed, I've had a couple of messages from you guys being like, where are your Sunday videos? You're not as regular on YouTube, what's going on, what's happening? I'm not gonna lie, I've been really struggling with, struggling's not really the right word, I've been fine, like I have been fine, but we've both felt just really low, and down because we've saved all of this money and we're ready, and we thought we were ready, and we were like, yes, a fresh start, somewhere new. And after much deliberation with me and Zara, sleepless nights, conversations, you know, so much going on, we've kind of come to the realization that we really don't think now is a good time to buy, and it might change by the end of the year, but we really don't think it is. And it's so, it feels like we've both had the wind knocked out of our sails. And again, with everything that's happening in Ukraine, the fact that we have a roof over our head is just so, you know, we are so grateful and so fortunate and so lucky. And it's kind of in that realm, in that journey of the past, I'd say about 4 weeks, there's been some tears. Because I think me more so than Zara. Zara was excited, but I was just so overjoyed at the idea that, you know, we'd be somewhere new by the end of the year. And I just don't think it's gonna happen. With my job, I've always said we'll document the highs and the lows online, and this isn't a low, it's just it's a curveball we didn't see coming. It's a roadblock that we didn't anticipate, and it's kind of just left us a bit in limbo. And I've been researching this online. Sorry, I'm literally just projecting my thoughts. I haven't written anything down on my phone. I've got no notes. This is just me speaking from the heart. I've really felt like I've been in limbo. I haven't really known what my purpose was, what I wanted to do online, what I wanted to talk about. And it's really difficult, especially when you create videos online. So you put a brave face on and just smile and pretend that everything is okay, when I haven't felt really okay. I have been okay. I am okay, but I haven't felt okay about things that are out of our control, and that's kind of where I am now. And I am feeling so much more okay about it now. I've come to terms with the position that we're in, and I've kind of just given myself a bit of a reality check. The way I'm looking at it now is that we have this money and it's not going anywhere, which is brilliant. And effectively, we're looking at next year now, which is just, do you know what I think it is? I put so much pressure on myself, and I in the back of my mind I thought, oh my gosh, I'm letting everyone down. I promised everyone that there'd be moving vlogs, and that's my own wrongdoing. I should never have done that, because no one knows what's around the corner. But I just didn't want to essentially put out on the internet that we aren't moving, because I just felt like I'd failed. I felt like I was a massive failure, and that it's just not a nice feeling. But in hindsight, looking at the bigger picture, it's completely out of my control. It's out of Zara's control. It's out of every single buyer's control right now. The market is just not in anyone's favor at the moment, because the demand for property is just crazy. There are a lot of reasons behind this, and some people out there might be thinking, well, if you don't buy now, it's only going to go up and up. We've looked into it, and with everything going up, there's not going to be a crash, in my opinion, like there was, if you remember, in 2008, if you're from England, when there was the huge economic crash. They're predicting a correction. Properties now are selling for so much more than what they're actually worth, which would mean we'd be effectively risking having negative equity. So we'd be paying so much more for a property just to secure it, to say it was ours, then putting even more money in it to try and renovate it, which the idea was we were never doing it for money. We were doing it as a project. We were doing it as something that me and Zara could work together. We could learn skills. We could learn how to wallpaper and learn how to tile and work with fabrics and materials and talk to architects and really learn a skill. And if we were to do that and inject so much money into a property that was already very overpriced, it would just, we wouldn't be any financially better off. We'd actually be worse off. And I think that was the moment that we both realized this actually isn't right for us right now. And a song came on the radio when I just drove back from my aunt and uncle's, which just provided me with so much clarity at the weekend. I was gonna film it, but again, I just thought I need this headspace. I can't pour from an empty cup and put on a brave face when I really just needed to slow down. And that was what the song was. It was by Billy Joel, and it's called Vienna. And one of the main lyrics is, "Slow down, you crazy child." And I just felt that was so relevant. We're 24 years old and we have already achieved so much. And if you're out there watching this and feel like you haven't achieved anything, you'd be very surprised if you look at yourself and look back 2 or 3 years, because that was my realization and that was my wake-up call. I'm delving deep here, but let me just pause this and come back. Sorry. So 3 years ago, we both graduated university and we had absolutely no idea what we were doing. We got this flat on a whim. It was way out of our budget and we weren't even convinced that we'd be able to afford the rent. And to look at where we are now, 3 years later, we've achieved so much, and I don't want to spend this time now feeling sad and feeling deflated and feeling like that we haven't achieved, because there's so much more to life. And I think I really have been on a journey, and I know it's me. It's my own wrongdoing, because I should have just not really said anything and shared less, and that's what life is about. It's about learning. And I really wanted to share the journey with you guys, because if the market hadn't been so crazy, we'd be buying a house. And that's the long and short of it. That is literally how it's panned out. We have the funds, we just don't want to spend them on something that isn't worth the amount of hard work we've put in. From what we've seen online, people are paying 50, 60, 70,000 pounds over asking prices of properties, losing out to them to cash buyers, losing out to investment landlords, which is just ludicrous. It really is. And who knows where we'll be in a year's time from now. And we're not setting ourselves a time frame anymore, because again, I think that just puts so much pressure on us. And I feel like even saying it out loud now, my shoulders are just lowering. Putting timestamps and time frames on things really does nothing but just add stress. I know sometimes you need that little kick of motivation, that little injection of, you know, spurring you on. But for when something is completely out of your control, adding a time frame on it just adds more stress, and we don't need that. We are in a beautiful home that we've created, and yeah, it isn't perfect. We really could do with a little bit of a garden for Maggie, but there are so many dog owners in London who live in flats, and we are so lucky that we literally live in southwest London, which has an abundance of parks and greeneries. So yeah, we don't have a garden, but I know one day we will, and we'll put our mind to it and we will achieve that. It's just time. And I think that, for me, is just whenever I'm feeling that things aren't really going to plan, and I have mentioned online, you know, I think that was it when I started the year and I was featured in Hello's magazine, and it was like the rising star of 2022. I felt so much pressure to deliver and have everything planned and ready and hit the ground running for the year, even more so this year than ever. And it just felt like time was slipping through my hands and I wasn't achieving anything, because all I was focusing on was that I wasn't achieving nothing, when in actual fact all I should have done was just set all that aside and keep on doing what we're doing. Still making good financial choices, still saving money, still creating food content, still shooting online, still treading water isn't a bad thing. You know, if we achieved everything in our 20s, what would be the point in having our 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s and onwards? It's just, life is, I feel like I can breathe. I feel like I've had this immense pressure on my chest that I have put on myself for no reason. It's just about enjoying the here and now. Enjoy what you've worked for. Enjoy your time on this planet, because we aren't here for very long. And just when something makes you smile, smile. And when something makes you laugh, laugh. If something makes you cry, cry. Enjoy the process. And that is something I need to learn to do. So that's why things have been a little bit quiet. That's why things have been, I've had a couple of comments, people saying, you know, you don't seem yourself, are you okay? And I haven't been, I really haven't been. This year just really isn't our year, and that's fine. And that's not to say that we haven't thought of plan B and plan C and things that actually are getting me excited, that I'm not gonna share, because sorry to be annoying, but I don't wanna, you know, jinx it. I don't wanna put out into the universe something that again might not happen. We're just taking it slow. We've got some things that we'd love to do. And yeah, I remember saying at Christmas, oh, you know, it's our last Christmas in this flat, and I was really putting out into the universe, but another Christmas in this flat, another 2 Christmases in this flat. As long as you guys don't mind seeing the same Christmas tree in the same corner, I'm good with that too. So yeah, we're all right. We're doing well. So if you've made it to the end of the video, thank you for your patience. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, because the support you guys show me it's what gets me up in the morning. It's what puts energy in my coffee, and it just makes me smile. And I know there'll be so many people out there in similar situations to us, wanting to buy their second home, wanting to move, or if you're young and you're trying to go on the property ladder, it is doable. It really is doable, and there's people out there doing it. But if it's not your time for what you feel like you really need right now, that's fine. Sit tight, you're doing fine, you've achieved so much, and it's gonna be okay. On that note, sorry for the rambly video. I really hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Love to you all. Normal content will resume. As always, thank you so much. I'll catch you all very soon. Bye for now.